Hello, everybody. We are just 6 days away from Spence-Garcia, and we are live tonight here on Sports Wrap at Mikey Garcia's training camp in Riverside, California. This fight is so big, it's being held at the Dallas Cowboys football stadium. Pablo Alsina is here with me tonight. Pablo, exciting to be standing in the ring where Mikey gets all his training done.
Oh, I am pumped. Mikey Garcia, the champ, just walked in. What's up, champ? And you know, I had to represent Team Mikey Garcia in the house. I am so pumped for this fight, Liz.
Between the two of these fighters, they are 63-0. Neither one of these two fighters has had a loss. The buildup is huge. It is Fox's first foray into pay-per-view in boxing, and the hype began weeks ago. Actually, you probably saw some of the hype during the NFL football season. Mikey was at a Thursday night football game with the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas Cowboys Stadium. About a couple weeks ago, Jerry Jones was at the stadium, and when he introduced the fight being at Cowboy Stadium, he says the Dallas Cowboys are happy to welcome these fighters. Here's Jerry Jones.
Again, it just, as I mentioned, it's because of our Hispanic fan base. We have such a great, we have 2,000 season ticket holders, Cowboys, that commute from Monterey. And so we have a great interest in boxing, and we really stand up for it. And the best way we can stand up for it is having it in this venue.
Mikey is 39-0. This is a fight of experience versus 24-0. Errol Spence has never lost either. The big story about it, though, is the hype on all of this. Mikey moving up 2 weight classes and really putting himself to the test in all of this.
He's a 4-division champion. He's going up 2 weight classes, a much bigger guy, but nobody has un corazón tan grande como Mikey Garcia. Nobody has a heart as big as Mikey Garcia. Let's hear from Mikey and Errol Spence.
Like I've said many times, you know, I had dreams of playing football here instead of boxing. So, I mean, you know, this is a dream come true. This is something that, you know, still hasn't just hit me yet. I think it hit me after the fight.
Very rare do you get 2 undefeated pound-for-pound fighters facing each other in their prime. And this kind of fight deserves a home like this. I thank Mr. Jerry Jones for welcoming me and Spence here. You know, this kind of fight deserves this type of atmosphere, this type of energy.
All right, and we told you we had Mikey. We're in his ring. You're 6 days away. Are you ready?
We're ready. We're excited. You know, it's just a few days away. It's a fight that I really wanted, so you know, I couldn't be any happier.
No, I'm sure you can't. You were the one who called for this fight.
Yes,
You're the one who said, I want to go 2 weight classes up. Mikey, are you crazy? It's dangerous. What are you doing?
Look, it's a big risk, but that's how fighters get remembered, you know, and I want to be remembered. I want to tell and show everybody that I'm willing to fight anybody, and I'm taking on the biggest challenge, the biggest risks, and just to make a big statement, you know, that I'm better than they've ever imagined.
Yeah, it's something to go for.
What I liked also about you, Mikey, you said one of your goals was to be a 5-division champion. Tell us exactly why that is. I think it's such a beautiful story.
Well, look, you know, I like to do things a little different than the rest of the fighters, and not many have accomplished that. You know, very few, you know, have accomplished titles in 5 divisions or more. You know, I want to be included in a special category like that, and that's what's going to make history. That's what's going to leave my name, you know, for the ages, you know, and winning this title definitely does that for me.
And you had also said you wanted to do that for your father, be a 5-division champion.
Look, my dad had always mentioned that he would like to have a multiple division champion, and, you know, he thought maybe 3-4 divisions. Well, I want to get another one, you know, give him something extra than he ever expected. But, you know, it's just great, you know, to be able to do this while my dad is here, my brother in the corner, you know, sharing these moments with them in the corner with my nephew. I mean, there's no greater feeling than that.
Mikey, you were so dominant in the 120s, the 130s. Last time I talked to you, it wasn't the last time, but a couple times ago, you moved up a weight class and you were a little nervous about it. Now it's 2 weight classes, but you don't seem nervous about this at all. You were a little tentative that first time.
Look, being that a year ago we were moving up to 140, you know, it was a little daunting at first, you know, because, you know, we're fighting a very strong guy, you know, very difficult guy. But after overcoming that, that gives me the confidence that I can do it even more. And that's why we're moving up to welterweight, you know, against another undefeated champion, very strong, very risky fight, very dangerous. But, you know, I have the confidence because I know my boxing skills will help me prevail.
Which is what you keep saying, that you have the skills that can overcome this. What I want to talk about is you, where you're from, your family, because it's such a great story. Your brother was a boxing champion, your father a trainer. You grew up in Oxnard. Tell everybody a little bit where you went to school, you went to the Olympics.
Look, we started my amateur career at 14. Then I went through high school in Pacifica High School in Oxnard. You know, and I was in the amateur program at that time, you know, and I still didn't dream of being where I am, you know. And if we go further back, you know, as a kid, I used to go to the gym with my dad and my brother, but again, just to go fool around, never even picked up a gloves to train. You know, I was a young kid, just being a kid, you know, playing with all of my friends. That was it. You know, and little by little, I started to, you know, box more, and it grew on me. And, you know, now we're in the biggest fight of boxing, you know, for the year, and, you know, in the most anticipated boxing match, you know, the big stage I could ever imagine, you know. And like I said, it was never a dream of me to be here. But destiny, you know, has something different for you, and, you know, I'm very happy to be where I am.
You know, your brother seemed a little bit nervous or tentative about this move up, and I can imagine that happening. He's 100% in your corner. He talks about you like he is you, you know, he's part of this. But what did he say to you when you said, I want to go after Errol Spence?
Look, my brother and my dad, both, you know, at first they didn't take me serious. They didn't think I was serious, just like everybody else in the world. You know, they didn't believe I was really willing to move up to welterweight. But this happened a little over a year ago that I first mentioned, you know, the jump up. I knew I had to take care of other fights first. Like
wait a minute. You can't just say, I first mentioned that. I want to know what the conversation in the room was like. Were you looking at video and you said, hey, to your brother, I'm going to take him? What was the moment?
Look, I was watching one of his fights, actually. We were watching him and Peterson. You know, and it was a good fight. But I told Robert, you know, after this, I want to go up to 147. I want to fight, you know, Spence. And he just laughs. He says, what are you talking about? For what? You're lightweight. You know, you're fighting at 140, just, you know, this opportunity, but you're coming back down to lightweight. I said, nah, I want to make things different. I want to change things up. I want to get up there and, you know, take him out. Not just any fight at, you know, at welterweight. I want to fight him.
Okay.
You know?
I understand your brother might be like, okay. But when you told your dad or he told your dad?
I told my dad.
Okay, when you told your dad, what'd your dad do?
He said I was crazy. He said, estás loco. You know, what for? I mean, there's no need to do that, you know. You're fighting well at 135, you know, you're fighting at 140 even. That's fine, you know, let's do that. Let's stay there where you're most comfortable. But I said, nah, I want to challenge myself. I got more in me that people still haven't seen, you know, and I need these kinds of fights to bring it out of me.
Yeah, let's also shout out Robert Garcia. We're in the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy.
He's watching.
Great.
Hey, Robert, come.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Come on
in here, Robert, because we would love. I wanted to meet your brother, and here.
Yeah.
He's hiding.
He's an amazing trainer, and that's why Mikey, he might be going up 2 weight classes, but boxing and angles and technique and strategy, which he gets from his brother, which he gets since he was a little kid, I think that's what you can bring to this fight. And I've said it all along, Mikey, you are the best pound-for-pound boxer right now, and you can prove it with a win this coming Saturday.
I think so, too. You know, I've told everybody, you know, it takes a lot more than just weight and size to win a boxing match, you know. And I have all the skills needed. You know, I got the best timing. I got the best footwork. I got the best skills overall, you know, and that's what I'm going to use against Errol Spence.
We're fans. Believe me, we think so, too. What about your kids? Do they understand this? You've got 3 kids. Do they understand the magnitude of going up this weight class?
Look, my little one, you know, he's only 4, and he really doesn't really understand, but he loves the sport. He comes here with me, puts on the gloves.
How's his jab, Mikey? How's his jab?
He's a southpaw.
Nice.
And he's good. He's already got a nice little stance, you know, nice little punching. But he doesn't really understand everything, of course, you know, but he was telling my other son, Ryu, and hey, we're going to go to the big gym to see my daddy fight. Not the gym where Robert trains, the big gym. Thinking of an arena, think of a stadium, because he was there at Staples, and he's over there saying it's a big gym with a lot of people. We're going to go see my dad. So he understands that it's a big deal, but he doesn't know exactly the magnitude of it.
Cowboys Stadium,
Cowboys
big.
Stadium, you know, that's they still don't know what that's gonna be like, but you know, I'm just very excited. It's gonna be huge. You know?
Yeah, not Tito Roberts' little postage stamp. Is what you're saying.
No, this
place is impressive, Mikey. This is
Very
beautiful.
big,
Very. All right, we've got a whole lot more. We're going to try to get Robert out here live if we can, but we've got a lot of him, and we've got more to talk about. What's Mike Tyson think of this young man? Oh, we got some good stuff. We'll be right back with more. Let's get out of the ring.